Hey there, fellow tone chasers. You wouldn't believe the countless messages that I have received inquiring about the essential gear I use to get that Hendrix tone. But before we start, I'd like to thank my channel members. Thank you for your inspiration and thank you for your support. Today, I'm here to guide you through my setup. Why am I doing so? Well, because, you know, we are all gearheads and we take detours and we try out different alternatives to get that Jimi Hendrix tone. But the setup that I'm going to present today is a setup that has been live tested in more than 100 Jimi Hendrix tribute gigs and in many YouTube videos. Let's talk about my amp. I chose the Marshall 1987X with EL34 tubes because it's a convenient amp and it really can do most of Hendrix era tones with ease. With its 50 watts, it's really perfect for larger gigs, and with an attenuator that you see on top there, I can tame it for smaller venues too. Due to my understanding, there are really no mods needed to get its full potential. Well, usually I use the high treble channel only, and I dial in Jimi Hendrix's favorite settings. If you want to know more about these settings, then please go to my channel and watch the video where I revealed Jimi Hendrix's plexi setting. And here are the effects I use. Let's kick off with the fuzz. My main squeeze, a 44-year-old Roger Mayer Axis fuzz. Jimi used it too, so you know it's the real deal. Dial your guitar's volume to 1, 2 or 3 and you really get the best cleanup action you've ever heard in a fuzz. Dialing the guitar's volume up to 5 or 6, you get these sweet bluesy Hendrix tones. And then going up to 9 or 9.5 and you get the full solo juice. Next up, my vintage Vox Wah from the early 70s. Nothing really beats the old school vibe, especially with the original potentiometer intact. Sure, it's a diva at times, but it sings like no other. And yeah, you observed it correctly. On my board, It's second in line to dodge some noise issues it has with the Axis fuzz. But I'm also rocking a Joe Gagan Woodstock Wah at times, which can be first in line just as Jimi did. Then there's the Electro-Harmonix Octavix, taking over from the Dunlop Octavio for those flute-like tones Jimi mastered. I never use the octave and the fuzz at the same time. I'm kicking off the fuzz when I use the Octavio or the Octavix. And if you want to find out more about how Jimi got these flute-like octave tones, then please feel free to check out my video where I decoded the whole process. Last but not least, the uni-vibe. Essential for the true Hendrix sound, isn't it? After testing many uni-vibes, the Sabbadius Funky-Vibe 68 won me over. And at this point, a big shout out to Nico from Sabbadius, who's been a supporter for many years now. The preamp of my uni-vibe is always on, and for me that's essential to get the Jimi Hendrix tone. Do you want to dive deeper into Jimi Hendrix's uni-vibe settings? Well, then check out my detailed video on that topic where I uncovered Jimi's uni-vibe settings by remastering photos and more. My main guitar is a 2005 Fender custom shop 1969 Relic Stratocaster. And it's not just about the looks. This guitar really unlocks Jimi Hendrix tones and beyond. Its performance has been enhanced with 3 key modifications. First, I installed Highwood vintage saddles to improve the tone and to eliminate the risk of string breakage. Next, 5 raw vintage springs were added, enhancing the resonance and the feel of the guitar. Finally, I soldered the second tone potentiometer to the bridge pickup, providing even more tonal versatility. What makes it truly special are its 69 custom pickups hand-wound by the legendary Abigail Ibarra. They really deliver the authentic Hendrix tone with every note. Despite being a right-handed model, intentionally chosen, it really exudes the essence of Hendrix's tones. And I'm sure Jimi had loved this guitar very much too. My speaker cap is a 2x12 Marshall 2061 CX. The craftsmanship is really top-notch, and after years of hauling a 4x12, I relish the benefits of a 2x12. I optimized its performance by swapping out the speakers for 2 Celestion G12H30s with 55 Hz. Check out my video on Jimi's preferred speaker for more insights. Before we end this video, let's remember this. While equipment is important, it can't fully capture Hendrix's magic. Jimi infused every note with a personal touch that's just impossible to replicate. So overall, it's definitely not about copying him. It's about channeling his spirit into your playing. So I hope you liked this video, and I see you next time. Keep on rocking, my friends. Bye.